All right, good morning, YouTube. As you can see, I'm on a bit of a walkabout here in Mexico today. And here is my inspiration and thought for today. Creating your own economy. This inspiration comes to me from two places, from the story of my own family, but also from Steve Jobs in that famous commencement speech. Let's go ahead and take this conversation inside. All right, let's dive on into this topic of creating your own economy. And what I mean by creating your own economy, well, you see, I've been an entrepreneur almost my entire life. I come from an entrepreneurial family. Sometimes I say a hillbilly entrepreneurial family because, well, I grew up at the end of a long dirt road, and people were kind of scared to come to our house because, like I said, it was the end of a long dirt road. And the thing is that we did create our own economy in the form of many different types of businesses. And I'm going to share with you some of the different businesses or different ways that our family, found to create our own economy. And what this means is that, well, the economy, when you're an entrepreneur, or even if you're just considering this, that all value comes from creative ideas, from seeing where there is a need in the market, or where your neighbors need something. And the possibilities are endless. And so creating your own economy puts you in control of your ability to create what comes to you by applying your creativity, again, to look around you and see what the need is. And some of the different creative things that my family did, man, the list is quite long. But I grew up in a candy store. We had a candy store that was, it was actually a concession stand, and we had a concessionary contract with the state park to lease that property and to run the candy store for the campground that was at the edge of this lake in this very rural area. So that was one of the things that we had going on. We also had Mr. Softy ice cream trucks that would allow us, kind of like we have the food trucks now, so the Mr. Softy ice cream truck and the stick ice cream truck that we had, well, it could go on out to where people were. So we would go to the racetrack where there was a big crowd of people. So we didn't have to, wait for people. We didn't have to advertise a location, because that mobile delivery of stick ice cream and the soft serve Mr. Softy ice cream, well, we would go to where the ideal clients were located, where they were gathered in big numbers, and we would just pop up. And you can do the very same thing. It's just a matter of using your creativity to see what the need is in the marketplace. And as you've heard, I'm in Mexico right now. And the reason I'm able to do this is because I have adapted my own economy to how the marketplace works now. And what I mean by that is the marketplace is the entire world. The internet gives you connection to the entire world. So if you live in the United States, well, good for you. If you live in Mexico, good for you. If you live in some rural location like I did when I was growing up, well, good for you, because the internet connects you to all people. And just like that Mr. Softy ice cream truck and the stick ice cream truck would go out to these locations where the ideal clients, where the people were hungry, at the racetrack on a hot day, or at the state park on a hot day, they'd be gathered. Well, the same thing is true with the internet. It allows you to take your idea, your creative solution for some problem that exists in the world, and take that out and connect to where those people are located. So creating your own economy. And I say the foundation of it, and the reason why I mentioned that Steve Jobs was the inspiration for this, and I think may inspire you as well, because some people might say, well, Gio, I don't really have internet skills, or I don't really know how to use social media. So, or I don't have any, technical training. Well, isn't it amazing when we listen to that commencement speech with Steve Jobs, and you hear him just say casually that he never graduated from college. He didn't have an engineering degree. But what he had was a passion for creating beautiful things, beautiful functional things. And he just pulled that from inside of himself. He speaks about how it got sparked off at the 6 months of college time that he did spend, and he became aware of calligraphy, and that sparked off something inside of him, some aspect of what he enjoys doing and has an interest in. So the same thing is true for you. There is a river of gold. There is a field of diamonds inside of you, and all you have to do is to become aware, to take some time, to do some self-assessment around this topic of what are you gifted at? What do you have some skills in? What do you have some interest in? What do you have a passion around? And sometimes, that can be easier said than done. What I've discovered after being an entrepreneur my entire life and starting a company, my own company, design build company, from absolutely zero to over $12 million in sales, is that we have the gifts are inside of us, and we have to do some assessment around what those gifts are, what we enjoy doing, and then look outwards to the world around us to see what it is that people need. And that is a creative process. That is the foundation of innovation. And it is what I like to call turning something from nothing, making something from nothing. And some of the other businesses that we had, if you could call them businesses, I like to think about them more like a stream of income. Because, you may be a highly inspired entrepreneur. You want to create like a multi-million-dollar business or a billion-dollar business, as some people say, and it is possible now because of the internet. Or you may be a little bit more like my hillbilly family, where we just created streams of income, ways of meeting a need in that area that we lived. So what are some of the other businesses that we had, or some of the other streams of income? Well, my brother, because we lived on a lake, well, he started a water sports business, a water ski training business. He trained people coming to that small resort town who wanted to get up on skis. He would rent his boat. He would rent other things, sailboats and kayaks and different things like this. It was a water sports business. And this was when my brother was in high school. Some of the other businesses we had, some ones that I really kind of chuckle at and grin about, is Christmas time. You know how Christmas time and some other holidays as well. Well, there is a need in the marketplace, isn't there? It's a time when people have a need. And what do they need at Christmas? Well, everybody needs a Christmas tree, and many people like to have a wreath as well. And so we would cut down these Christmas trees that were growing in the forest right next to our house. I thought as a 8-year-old that we had a Christmas tree farm, but But truth be told, I found out many, many years later, well, it just happened to be a bunch of trees that were planted to reforest the area, and it was on the property that was adjacent to our home. Well, some people might think that that's a little, underhanded, but hey, as far as I knew, we had a Christmas tree farm, and people would come up to our house, during that special time because they had the need. And what also grew in the forest around our house was this princess pine. It's kind of creeping green that would grow underneath the snow. And then also these red berries. And we would pick those and we would turn them into garland and into wreaths for our own house. But then we would sell them to other people because there was a need in the marketplace. So you see, there is an infinite number of ways that you can do this very same thing and to create streams of income, or maybe one stream of income that's a powerful stream. It's like a massive stream of income that fills a great need. Because again, this is what the internet makes possible for us now. And I don't, put down people who work for corporations or work for other people. I've done that a couple of times in my life. But again, what I see now and what I do, and the reason why I'm able to be in Mexico here in Playa del Carmen, and my business continues to, bring money to me, is because I have a online coaching and consulting business. And this is one of the streams of income that I have created for myself, adapting, to what the need is in the marketplace. There's an enormous shift that started back in 2008 when, YouTube emerged and the ability to create videos like this online. I knew it was going to change everything, and it has. One of my good friends, Joseph Rodriguez, he has a massive following on YouTube. Well, enough of a following, about 500,000 people, that he is able to do similar like I am and create a stream of income to be able to help and support other people within an online community. It's called the flow-based prosperity community, and it helps people to tap into their natural gifts, to be in the state of flow, to do some mind clearing on the things that get in the way of flow-based prosperity. And my friend Joseph makes a great living with his YouTube channel, and again, other streams of income, coaching, consulting, and other things that he does. So I hope that this gives you some inspiration, because you can do this same thing. You don't have to be a victim of working for somebody else. Or again, if you're living in another country, that is not a limitation, my friends, anymore. You can live anywhere in the world that has a good internet connection and fill a need on the internet. You could sell products, you could provide service help, coaching help, consulting help. There is something inside of you that is your own stream of income. So some of the actions that I want to leave you with in this short video is to take some action, because this is the thing that separates people who do struggle or think about things or pray for things to happen, and others who do make things happen. Yes, it does start with the creative idea. So this is where the flow-based prosperity comes from, to realize that the ideas are all around us and they come into us. We are like swimming through a sea of prosperity. It is all around you. And so the first thing is, yes, being open to that notion, to be open to the possibilities, and then to look around you and look and see what is needed, what do people need help with, and to fire up the curiosity element, the curiosity energy within yourself, the mindset of curiosity, and to wonder to yourself, what is something like that princess pine? What is something that is like that princess pine that is already around you? And what do people need? One of the things that I like to do in this firing up of the curiosity is to look down in back alleyways, look into places where other people are not looking, and look and see. Use your skills of observation to see what it is that people want and need. It does change over time. Think back to, well, when I was growing up, the pet rock. Man, that friggin' pet rock filled a need at the time, and millions of dollars of pet rocks were sent out to people. So what is the pet rock version that is going on today, either geographically right around you or in your sphere of interest? What is the creative meeting place between what your natural skills are, what your interests are, and that third element? What do people need, want, and willing to pay for? So hopefully this has snapped into your own thinking to consider that you are in control of your own personal economy through your creativity, through your observation skills, and your willingness to apply empathy to look around you to see what people really want, and to turn that into a product, a service, a way of being of service in the world. And the last thing I'll leave you with is, if you are contemplating these things and you want some help, you want some feedback. Sometimes it is hard to judge yourself whether the idea that you have or the direction that you're moving in is the right direction, or if it is going to, lead into a stream of income that will support you. Well, what I say is that there's going to be a link somewhere right below this video, maybe in the description section, that will connect you to my calendar, and I offer an initial 15-minute clarity call. And this is a completely free consultation, and it is an opportunity, again, to bounce your ideas off of me, because I've been doing this my entire life, and I've created many different streams of income, just like I learned in my family. And so to me, it's a little bit like breathing air. I have the mindset. I've developed this mindset and have fired off this level of curiosity that I can walk down the street now. I can look in back alleyways, and it doesn't matter what country I'm in, how rural or how metropolitan the area is, and I can see where there's a need. And so if you want to get some help with that, just go ahead and find that button, find that link to my calendar. It is a 15-minute, like I said, free consultation, and just an opportunity for us to connect and see if the things that you're working on might be the foundation for creating a stream of income that will give you the freedom, like I have, to live and to work anywhere, and if there is a need in the marketplace for what you're thinking. All right, that's what I got for you. We'll see you soon.